Welcome back to Car TV Updates 2026 BMW M5 GT, written as if it were the star of a video story. Feel free to adapt it, add visuals, or break into sections for your script. Imagine the camera panning across a sleek, aggressive silhouette, a four-door muscle sedan with wide fenders, sharp creases, and aerodynamic aids that speak of pure performance. The grille glows with a subtle ambient light, the wheels are massive, the stance low and purposeful. That is the aura the 2026 BMW M5 GT promises. More than just another M5, it represents a track-inspired grand tourer built to blur the line between daily usability and racetrack dominance. From the first glance, the M5 GT declares its intent. Its front end is muscular, with enlarged air intakes and sculpted vents designed to channel airflow precisely where it's needed. Carbon fiber accents, a pronounced splitter and rear diffuser, and a subtle GT wing at the back hint at serious downforce goals. The side profile flows with functional elements, cooling inlets behind the front wheels, side skirts that hug the ground, and a roofline that transitions into an integrated decklid spoiler. At the rear, quad tailpipes emerge from the diffuser, flanked by slim LED taillights that give the car a high-tech signature even in shadow. Under that aggressive body lies a powertrain that BMW has reimagined for the era of electrification and performance balance. While the standard 2026 M5 is already a plug-in hybrid marrying a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 with electric boost for a combined 717 horsepower output, the M5 GT elevates the concept further. Where the regular M5 leans toward a high-performance luxury sedan role, the GT version pushes deeper into performance mode, more aggressive mapping, enhanced cooling, more rigid chassis tuning, and possibly an increased electric boost mode for bursts of extra torque or drive in zero-emission mode. The hybrid system in the 2026 M5 is already a substantial step forward. It blends the classic V8 roar with electric torque assistance, enabling strong throttle response even at lower revs where pure internal combustion might lag. That setup gives it a combined system output, in standard trim, of 717 horsepower and a respectable electric-only range in the neighborhood of 25 to 27 miles, 40–45 kilometers. But in the GT version, BMW engineers would be expected to push those numbers further through software tweaks, cooling upgrades, and possible recalibration of the electric motor's assistance curve to favor high-performance scenarios. Acceleration in the regular M5 is already blistering, 0 to 60 mph in the low 3-second realm. In GT form, one would expect BMW to shave off even more tenths by optimizing traction, reducing powertrain losses, and deploying more aggressive launch control tuning. The top speed, already electronically limited in standard form, could be raised if BMW implements enhanced aerodynamics and better cooling to keep the powertrain stable under sustained high speeds. One of the biggest challenges BMW will face with the M5 GT is weight. The addition of hybrid components, battery packs, electric motors, power electronics, inevitably drags on mass. The standard M5 already carries this burden, and yet BMW claims it has managed excellent performance despite that. For the GT version, BM's M division engineers are likely to use carbon fiber aggressively roof, hood, driveshaft, reinforcements, strip non-essential features, and use lightweight materials in suspension and brake systems. The goal? Create a car that handles with sharper responses, minimizes body roll, and maintains composure under stress. The aerodynamic bodywork will also help. Every vent, channel, and lip will be tuned for high downforce efficiency without excessive drag penalty. Driving modes will likely include a GT performance or track setting where the hybrid system biases maximum output, the damping is firmest, stability control is more lenient, and thermal systems are fully engaged. In everyday mode, the M5 GT could retain much of the comfort and refinement expected from a modern M car. Refined ride in city driving, assistance systems active, and the electric drive capable of silent cruising under light throttle. That duality is exactly where this car shines, balancing utility and aggression in one package. Inside, the M5 GT should feel both luxe and functional. Expect heavily bolstered sport seats, possibly with carbon fiber shells, integrated harnesses or 5 or 6 point anchoring for track use, and Alcantara or suede surfaces to reduce glare and weight. The dashboard might feature a curved display as in current BMWs, with an M-centric interface emphasizing power output, torque split, energy flow, cooling gauges, and lap metrics. BMW's iDrive infotainment and connectivity systems should remain, but with added telemetry tools for performance enthusiasts. Switches and controls will lean toward the intuitive and purposeful. No fluff, just what the driver needs when pushing hard. Braking and suspension capabilities must match the power. The M5 GT likely employs upgraded carbon ceramic rotors or advanced compounds, with multi-piston calipers and dedicated cooling ducts to resist fade under repeated track use. Suspension would be adaptive, but with a more aggressive baseline and likely a track, sharp, mode, anti-roll bars, damping rates, and camber settings might be more aggressive than in the standard M5. Adjustable ride height or track alignment presets might be offered. Tires will be ultra-high performance sticky compounds, wider and more aggressive than on the base M5. Handling balance will be a core focus. The standard M5 uses an all-wheel drive architecture, MX drive, with the ability to send drive exclusively to the rear wheels when desired. The M5 GT would likely push the rear drive bias further, and possibly include a drift mode or dedicated rear-wheel drive mode for circuits. The electric motor's instant torque could be used to assist in rotation or launching from corners, smoothing the transition between throttle off and on. A well-tuned limited slip differential or torque vectoring system would ensure that while the car is powerful in a straight line, it maintains composure and grip through turns. In terms of market positioning, the 2026 BMW M5 GT would compete with high-end performance sedans and track-biased offerings from Audi RS, Mercedes-AMG, and possibly even rivals from Lexus or Cadillac's performance divisions. Its appeal, though, is in carrying that racetrack mindset into a four-door package that still retains a usable cabin and day-to-day usability. On the used tuned market, it might rival tuned versions of the Porsche Panamera or even higher-end sedans that carry a more exotic badge. A compelling narrative for a video would center on the duality of this car, how it can cruise silently on electric power or unleash a thunderous V8 plus electric surge under full throttle. Visuals can alternate between city driving scenes and track attack footage, with overlays of power graphs, torque mapping, and thermal visuals showing how BMW keeps everything cooled. Interviews with engineers or M-Division drivers could explain how they balance thermal, weight, and control trade-offs. In captions or voiceover, you can talk about how this is not just a hyper sedan but a statement of BMW's future direction in combining traditional internal combustion heritage with modern electrification. If the video were to show a lap, imagine the M5 GT charging down the straight, downshifting crisp and snappy through the gears, then entering a high-speed corner with planted composure, the rear squatting just enough, torque vectoring doing subtle work, and exiting with electric boost to punch you out. The exhaust note would be far from purely electric, still carrying that deep V8 growl, but with hybrid accented richness on throttle transitions. Finally, the story could explore how the M5 GT fits into BMW's broader strategy. In a time of emissions regulations and electrification, can a company still deliver visceral, thrilling performance cars? The M5 GT would be a flagship promise that hybridization doesn't mean bland performance. It suggests that future M cars will still stir the soul, but with smarter systems, energy recovery, and intelligent tuning. All in all, the 2026 BMW M5 GT, real or hypothetical, stands as a bold vision, a four-door performance marvel that doesn't compromise. It's a car that wants to win sprints, dominate lap times, and yet still carry you to a beach resort in quiet comfort. In the world, it would be a star, capturing the imagination of gearheads, luxury car enthusiasts, and anyone who dreams of owning an uncompromising performance sedan that truly bridges the road and the racetrack. If you like, I can also draft a full video script with timestamps, shot breakdowns, voiceover prompts for the M5 GT. Do you want me to do that?